People often say to me, are all empaths sensitive? Are all sensitive people empaths? It's a brilliant question, an absolutely brilliant question. I can only answer from everything I have learned in the Soul Clinic as a soul reader. What I have found there to be true is that some sensitive souls are quite introspective and introverted and really walk through life focused on their own emotions, dealing with the overwhelm of stimuli that comes through, and really connected within their own soul journey. With empaths, it's slightly different. We have a need to connect outside ourselves as well as inside ourselves. In fact, we can be more connected outside of ourselves than inside ourselves. We may need in years to come to learn to connect within to our own emotions and feelings that we have suppressed. What I found with empaths also is that we have a deep quest, deep calling that other people don't seem to have, to find, why am I here? And to answer the bigger questions in life, like, what's my purpose? What's this world about? Where do I come from? Where am I going to? What's the afterlife? Do I have guides? Do they have names? Is there an angel watching over me? All of these kind of questions are questions that come up from the youngest age for empaths. And I think the big difference is we walk and are in other people's shoes. It's like we merge with their energy field. So where highly sensitives often are triggered by stimuli, so light sensitivity, hearing sensitivity, movement, foods, allergies, they may not have the ability to connect energetically at any heightened level. Whereas what I have found with the empaths is that we have this heightened propensity to walk in somebody else's shoes, to put their needs first, to always see the world through somebody else's lens as well as our own. And this can get very, very tricky without boundary, because if we're trying to have an argument with somebody or stand up for ourselves, it's like we're always taking somebody else into consideration and their ideas into consideration, and we actually can neglect our own needs. And the reading ability of an empath is something that is cultivated at a very, very young age. And we are very multi-dimensional. What I have found is that I've never found an empath that didn't have highly sensitive and sensitized connections with the world. So they may have clairvoyance, a clear vision of the world in multicolor. Maybe there's a movie reel going on about when they look at somebody, they see them, but they also see a picture of their lives, a snapshot of their lives. Or it could be clairsentient, where you're feeling the feelings of other people, and that can be very visceral because you can feel it as pain. And you may get a pain in your shoulder because your friend has a pain in their shoulder. They may not have told you about the pain in their shoulder, but you actually have this awful pain when you're sitting talking to them or when you leave them. Or you may feel depressed because they're depressed, and even though they're acting like they're fine, they're suppressing their feelings, and it's like you're transmuting them, which means you're taking them into your body and you're clearing them from them. And as you walk away, they will say things like, I feel lighter. I always feel brighter after I talk to you. This can be really, really hard for the empath. So I think that the empath has always got a high sense of sensitivity to a sensual reality of life, and they're highly sentient. We feel our emotions very, very deeply. and we're connected to an inner and outer world, the seen and the unseen. And it's amazing. And to me, it's a privilege. But without boundaries, without doing the work, without being able to understand the gifts that we have and the sensitivities we have come with, and how to utilize these in a honed way and for their highest good, we can feel like we are burdened with energy, we are drained, we are overstimulated, and that we often feel used and non-seen for the road and the path that we're on. So here's to you if you're an empath. Here's to you if you're a sensitive soul who's working on issues that no one can see. And I hope that as we walk along our unique path, you and me, we will find people who can hear us when we don't even speak, who can see the unseen, who are like these people with a heart of gold, who are not frightened to extend a hand of friendship and to be there in your hour of need to make this world a more inclusive and loving place to be in a real and meaningful way. To understand more, please subscribe to my videos and you will hear what's new as I launch the videos on the empath's way. Namaste. I'm Julianna Jay, your soul illuminator.